Safety is important to me because there's a lot of ways to get hurt out in this field.
I have people at home depending on me.
Also security for my family, my job, and the company.
I get to go home to my family at the end of the day. I get to see my friends. I get to work with my friends, and I don't want to see anyone here hurt.
To be able to return to work the next day also.
I work safe because I like to go home on the weekend and have fun with my friends and hang out with my family.
At Cenovus, working here means working safely. Over the last few years, we have made tremendous progress, improving our safety record and reducing injuries through awareness and positive action every single year. Our safety commitment is more than just following a process. It's about working together as a team, being aware of your surroundings and identifying and talking about concerns before they become issues. Whether you're working in exploration, construction, drilling, operations, or production, it's important to make safety your first priority before you make decisions and continuously while you work. Our commitment is to provide a safe and injury-free workplace, but ultimately it's up to you to keep safety as your first thought.
Here at Christina Lake, some of the safety challenges we have are such a large, diverse group of people. There's 1,300 plus people here today on site, many contractors, so integrating all of those people into what we do and what we believe is part of the challenge that we have. And we're integrating safety into all aspects of our business.
Communication with your fellow workers and the other contractors is huge because things happen quick.
The more I know about what other trades are doing and keeping an eye open for what they are doing, it makes my job easier.
With your FLRA, your meetings in the morning, your toolbox, and knowing that everybody else knows that we're all on the same page.
If you're ever uncomfortable with any situation, if something doesn't look right to you or something you haven't seen, the main thing is just ask. Don't be afraid to ask.
Things have changed drastically. There was a time when there was no such word as PPE. You just went to work and did your job, and as the years progressed, people started caring more about the employees, and now like a company like Cenovus, I've never seen anything like it in my life. They're very good that way.
The key to success is making sure that everybody is aware of the safety and what is going on around them.
While you're doing the job, everybody looks out for one another, and if you need to, you slow down or you clean up or whatever you need to do to make it safe.
It's changed so much because back in the early days, there was no training. You were sent out there and you were pushed to the limits, and there was a lot of guys that got hurt. Now it's totally opposite. Safety is first and we'll get the job done. The main thing is if the guys plan. If they got a plan, then that eliminates rushing.
The safety culture at Pelican Lake is very strong. You can tell right away by talking to anyone from top management to workers on the ground floor that everyone is committed to safety.
Our safety record in the drilling business unit at Pelican Lake has currently gone 150 days recordable incident free. This is due in large part to every crew member knowing that they have people at home wanting them to come home safe.
We really do enjoy being safe, and we take a lot of pride in our safety records.
Nothing's worse than having an injury here and having to tell somebody's family that they've been hurt. We have the safety guys in place that if we do have questions, they're a phone call away, and if they don't know the answers, they make sure they find what we're looking for to make sure that we can carry on in a safe manner.
You feel like you're part of something bigger. You feel like you're part of a safety family.
With Seismic, we're definitely different from the rest of the business units throughout Cenovus. 90% of our programs that we go on to have never been seen before, so we're the first people to actually explore these areas.
There are many safety concerns. The terrain in this area, the coulees, the surface rocks, badger holes. We handle dynamite. We handle blasting caps. Of course, our helicopters. We're portable. We're on the ground. We're walking. All these contribute to the safety of our people.
When you're dealing with safety issues, keeping connected to each other is really important. And if we lose one man, then now we're running at 80%, so everybody has to take up that slack. There's that much more danger of someone trying to rush when they shouldn't, and people get hurt that way.
We are a zero lost time incident group as of a year now, and we're very proud of that.
I think safety meetings are good because it lets you know the dangers and how to be safe out in the field, and how to go about your day without getting hurt.
It's very important always to communicate the safety aspect of the job, especially when you're on a crew of 5 like us. We'll be online. Always nice to communicate the hazards and the pitfalls of line, so you gotta work as a unit, as a team.
You can imagine these guys out here, they're working 11, 12 hours a day, and to get in the vehicle at the end of the day and then drive 30, 45 minutes to an hour back to the hotel or to camp or to home, that would probably be one of the biggest hazards on our program.
In the Brooks area, we'd probably have about 5 to 6 rigs working right now. We have to ensure that when we have new and young workers that are coming on to these work locations, that we engage them to the point where we know they're being mentored, educated properly, that before they even arrive on scene, that they've been trained at a competent level.
I value my life and I value my co-workers' life also. So once I'm fully prepared and I've been educated in doing particular jobs, it just makes the job a lot safer to complete.
The first thing I would tell a new guy that starts on the rig is to ask questions, because if you don't ask questions, chances are you're probably going to get hurt because you're going to be somewhere where you're not supposed to be.
Like, I'm just learning, so you know, if I see something wrong, I'll ask a question, and if they'll tell me if it's right or wrong, right? Okay guys, we're gonna run our fracturing here today. We'll make sure we have good communication at all times when we're running that winch up and down the stairs. I got limited visibility with the pipe in the derrick, so look after each other and look after yourselves while we're doing this. And before everybody goes, we'll make sure we sign up on the safety meeting. It doesn't actually take any time out of your day to work safer. It actually increases the production. You have less injuries, less equipment failures, and it plays into one another, and the production, I find, increases when everybody's working safely.
We're here today just to celebrate the fact that we've reached a milestone, 20 years with no lost time incidents for employees. It's all about the culture. It's people looking out for each other. It's wanting to do things safely, wanting to do things the right way, not cutting corners, and having the support from management and from first line supervisors, so everybody knows they're in it together.
A lot of planning goes into this. Tailgate meetings, hazard assessments, picking the right contractors, training the contractor. It's really quite an achievement to go that long without any kind of a lost time incident or accident.
So guys, the job scope of the day should be we'll pull tubing out of the hole this morning. After we check the pressures, everything's good, we'll get that pipe out.
Today, doghouse is muster area. As a control measure, always use buddy system when checking pressures first thing in the morning. Pinch points, watch hands and fingers when latching elevators, using tubing tongs, or when lifting tubing onto floor.
Safety out here is pretty much grown into a culture. You put it in your daily work, you plan your work, and then you work your plan. And when you do that, everything comes together for safety.
It's a culture that's born and bred into you over the years, and very important aspect of the job.
The communication, the pre-planning, the training we have, the experienced guys. We have a lot of experienced guys out here who help the newer guys as they come along.
Safety was definitely the first thing I asked in my interview. I wanted to know that Cenovus, what they put on paper was what they practiced when I came here. And that was a big deciding factor that I was coming to a safe environment.
Given our goal of creating an injury-free workplace, one of the keys to success is worker involvement in solution. And there are many ways in which people can get actively involved in getting their work done safely, both on and off the job. I encourage you to personalize these examples so that you and others around you end your day safely. Thanks a lot for your effort.
You want to be safe, there's no question about it.
I really appreciate the safety culture here. It makes me feel very good coming to work and knowing that people are looking after us and that we can do all our work safely and not worry about anything.
There's a lot of stuff that can hurt you out here or kill you. And like everybody out here is pretty much like a family. You have to be. I know on our crew, I have two of my best friends that work with me, I grew up with my whole life, and if I were to hurt one of them because I wasn't doing my job properly, I wouldn't be able to live with myself.